Hello guys, today I want to show you how we're gonna make some few programs using the language C. So program number 1 will be based on your knowledge on language C programming. Make a simple exam management system which will ask you to enter name of student, registration number, Cat 1 and Cat 2 marks, main exam mark, and also show the total and the average. To get the average mark for the student, you're supposed to add the average of Cat 1 and Cat 2 and then add to the main exam. So part B of that question will be, you're supposed also to modify the system such that it will grade the student according to the average he or she got using the table below. Here's the table. For example, if he gets greater than 70 or equal to 70 but it is less than or equal to 100, he's supposed to get a grade A. Same case, if he gets less than or equal to 39, the grade is supposed to be F. Program number 2, you're supposed to make a system that will tell you if a given integer is positive or negative. That is, the system will ask you to put a number, and after putting a number, it will tell you either the number is positive or it is negative. Program number 3, you're supposed to make a system that will tell you if you are given it's supposed to be a given integer is either divisible by both 5 and 8, and if not, it will tell you it's either divisible by 5 or 8 or not divisible by both number and 5. That is, for example, the system will ask you to put a number. If a number is divisible by both 5 and 8, it will tell you, or it will give you an output that the integer is divisible by both 5 and 8. But if it is not divisible by both 5 and 8, the system will go and check if it is either divisible by 5 or 8. If it is divisible by either by 5 or 8, it will tell. But if it is not divisible by both 5 and 8, it will give an output that will be saying the number is not divisible by both 5 and 8. Program number 4, we are supposed to make a system that will tell you if a given integer is an even or odd number. That is, your system will give you, it will ask you to put a number, and it will tell you if the number is odd or even. But for this case, we will do each question with its own video since some of the videos will take a long time. So guys, please subscribe, share and comment. Thank you. So let's start with our program number 1. Hello guys, so after going through the question number 1 was stating that make a simple exam management system which will ask you to enter name of student, registration number, Cat 1 and Cat 2 marks, main exam mark, and also show the total and the average. To get the average for the students, you're supposed to add the average of a Cat and a Cat 1 and Cat 2, and then you add. So let's do part 1. So from there we open our compiler, which will be the C++. So after opening our compiler, you're supposed to start a new project. So you press Ctrl N and start. Then you start by writing #include, sorry, not in capital but in small, #include stdio.h. From there, go to the next line where we're going to write int main. Then you put that brackets. From there, you want to declare the variables. So the variables, 1, you're supposed to write the name. It's supposed to name, registration number, Cat 1 and Cat 2 marks, exam marks, total and average. So from there, since name is a character, we are supposed to write char name. From there, Also an integer, you can, since it is a mixture of numbers and letters, you can also make it a character reg number. You can come and say, since the marks will be in form of letter of digits, we can come and say let them be integers. So instead of writing integer cat1 2 marks, I will use letters like A, B, C. A to represent cat1, B to represent cat2, C to represent main exam. And then we put a comma. Then since total is also will be form of integers, you can come and say int total. Since an average you expect it to have some decimals, instead of putting it as an integer, you just use float average. So from here, after declaring them, we want to initialize them such that we want to see how, for example, they'll be in the output. So for you to see it in the output screen, you're supposed to type printf, you open the brackets with the speech marks, then you type what you want the system to ask for. In this case, we'll say please enter your name. Then after typing that, you're supposed to put a semicolon at the end. Then for it, for example, if I run it, no, I won't run it. No. For example, this is the one that will show in the output screen. Let it, for example, for it to run, you're supposed to save it. You can save it exam.c. Remember, since it is language C, you're supposed to, the extension of the file name extension is supposed to be C. And you save. From there, after you run, it can't run because there's a small error. So you press F1 to run. So for example, if you see, this is the work of the printf. It will show what you is going to type under printf is the one that you're going to show in the output. So I want it to ask me to tell me to enter, for example, to enter my name. So for it to enter, you come and type scanf brackets. Since a name can contain more than one letter, you're supposed to use a string. So you're going to just type %s, not capital but small s. From there, you put a comma. You want to show it is going to be stored, so it will be stored under name. Then I put a comma. For example, if I want to run the system, so if I run it, it tell me please enter your name. It is given me as an option of entering a name, so I can enter JSON. Then I can enter. So let's go to the next process. Next process, it will be entering. We're supposed to enter the registration number. So we printf please enter your registration number. From there you type scanf. Since the registration can also be a mixture of characters, we can also say let it also be string, so it will be string s. Then you say it is going to be stored under reg number. From there, you want to enter the marks. That's the option of entering your marks. So you just say printf please enter cat1 marks. enter cat 1 marks, can put it that way. Then you scan F again. Now because it will be an integer, we use D. For integers we use D, so it will be percentage D. You put a comma, then you say it is stored. For cartoon you say it will be stored in A. Sorry. When you are writing scanf, you're supposed to put the ampersand sign. So as to avoid errors. Put that way. Then you go to the next. Instead of typing again, we can just copy paste the way they are. Just going to edit them, copy, and you paste Control D. So just edit them. We say cat 2, and it will be stored in part B. You can also copy paste again for the main exam marks. Please enter main exam marks. It will be stored 8C. From there we will be able to enter our details as shown below. So you can say JSON, registration number, you can just paste of any. Cat 1, please enter cat 1 23, you can say 30. Main exam 35, such a way. So as to now we want to make it such that it will tell us the total and the average. So for the total, we can just write total is equals to A plus B plus C when you combine the cat 1, cat 2 and cat 3 marks. That is. So after writing that, so that as to for it to appear in the screen, you're supposed to type printf. Then you say you can see your total marks is, can put percentage. So the reason that we're putting percentage D is that so that it can display the total, so that it can display the total, that is the total marks. For example, if you got 140, it shows the 140. Then you say where it is stored, so it will be stored under total. For example, if we run you're supposed to put a comma. That's the good thing about this, the compilers, they show you there is error. So for example, that we guess for example put 23, 34, it will tell you your total marks is 91. That is how it works. So now we want to find our average. So after finding the total, now we want to find the average. So average no, let's not find the average right now, because we are told that the average, to get the average marks for the student, is supposed to add the average of cat 1 and cat 2 and then add to the main exam. So the average of cat 1 and cat 2, you can call it sub average. So let's add it here. We say int, we call it sub average. Sub average. So then you come and say here sub average is equals to we can say A, we divide it by 2 plus B divided by 2. From there, we want it to be shown in the output screen, so it will be printf average. Let's not say sub average, let's say your average for cards 1 and 2 is percentage. Let's say it will be percentage d, since it is an integer, put it as an integer. Then we put here as sub average. As our sub average. So if we run, just guess, 24 plus 23 plus, then again you can say that for still show your total average is 91. The average for cat 1 and cat is 28. So for this case we want to separate these two. So in order to separate, just come and type here stroke backslash n, backslash or forward slash, whatever it is. So from there, after showing that, you want to find the average. So average will equal to sub average plus c. So it will be sub average plus c. Then we just printf for it to be shown in the screen, output screen, printf. Then you say, you can start with just an n, you say your average is the average is 4. Since we have written average as float, we use f. So f for average, so it will be percentage, f for float. Then we come and say it will be gotten, that is average. Run the system again. Why sorry, I've done a mistake. It's supposed to be here, f1. Just guess, 35 plus 24. Then again you can see we got 50. And I will show you total is 109. The average for cat 1 and 2 is 29. Then your total average, it has added 50 plus 29, which has gotten to 79 here. So from there, I think we can go to our next step, that is for grading. But for now, let's our next video will be on grading. So guys, kindly please subscribe, comment, share and like. Thank you.